Yesterday, me and my buddy were talking super deep, and I was like, one second, I got close to it. Oh, there's a bunch of turtles.
Finally, the security breach did spawn here.
So my buddy, he basically like came out of his body, and he was really sick.
Yeah.
In real life, and then he like went to bed, and he came out of his body, and he'd never had that happen. Well, he's had it happen one other time where he like came out of his body and he told his sister that she came into the room and like saw her come into the room trying to wake him up and like told her what she was doing and stuff just to verify. And then the second time it happened, he like was wondering how the spiritual realm is and like flew around and like went up super fast into the stars. And he like checked his hands and stuff, and he didn't have like fingertips and toes and stuff.
What
and he could fly.
So he had an
around.
out-of-body experience?
It was an out-of-body experience. He was astral projected. And
oh
so
shit, I've never had that shit before, bro.
He never knew about like the Bible or anything, and he still kind of doesn't really care about it. But he flew up out of his body, went up into the stars, and when he came back down to his house, he said the whole world went from like normal spiritual world to like beautiful. Like the grass was moving and everything was alive and every color was perfect. And like then he looked up into the sky and there was a perfect cube in the sky that had like a city inside of it, and it was like glowing like perfect gold, everything, and shining, and it got so bright that it was blinding him. And he like couldn't look at it anymore, so he went back to his body in his house, and he like had struggled to get back in his body a little bit because he was so disconnected from it, his soul body from his physical body. And then he figured out he doesn't like even have a dick and stuff. He tried to feel down there and look down there, and he's like, dang, don't even have a dick in this spirit. And so yeah, he had that whole experience. So then we got to talking about it. And mind you, I've had an experience that I was out of body in the physical, where I felt everything while I was in my physical body, and I felt God come into my room, and it was like the most intense experience of my life. Like nothing compares to it. And I was about to die in my room. I was getting like heart stabbing pains and was paralyzed on my bed. And this was like a normal day, like regular old day. And then I like fell on my bed and got paralyzed. But I was like smoking weed and doing crypto and like into a lot of things. And I had like demons and stuff that were attacking me, and God let that all happen to like make me turn towards him. So I basically like God came into the room and saved me and blasted me with like so much spiritual pressure in it, and just I had like ice cold water flying out from my toes out the top of my head, and it was just like, whoa, this is insane. I was laughing. I went from like terrified because I was blacking out from the pain of my heart getting stabbed over and over, to like being like laughing hysterically and crying at the same time because it felt so good. And I was just like, God, you are so good, you are so good. And then so we're having that conversation yesterday, and I figured out that your conscience and your intentions can lead you like in the spirit. So when you're in the spiritual realm, he's able to fly up into the stars because he wants to. His conscience wants to do that in that realm. And so your conscience is like undestroyable. You can't destroy your conscience, or God can't. He could, I'm sure, make you just like disappear. But like your conscience is inside your soul body, and then your soul body's inside your physical body. And that conscience is the part that has like your memories and stuff with your subconscious and all that. And I just thought that was
Yeah.
really cool, like the layers of all of it. How it's like your conscious is the most important thing, and all your thoughts come from like your heart and the physical. And then I'm sure you have like a spiritual heart, a soul heart, and it feeds your thoughts and stuff. And that's what you kind of have
Damn,
to
bro, that's
cleanse and
crazy.
stuff. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I ain't never had no experiences like that.
Yeah, well, at least to believe in God without having those experiences. I believed in God like 2 years ago because I heard about somebody's near-death experience. And then I started
Yeah,
researching about near-death experiences and saw that there were thousands and thousands of people that have like been to hell and heaven and stuff, or been just like astral projecting in the spirit realm or the second world that overlaps our world. And so then I started figuring out that the Bible's true and all the religions come from the Bible basically. Like even Muslim comes from the Abrahamic law and all the
yeah,
Old Testament. But I didn't really care about sin or anything. I still like stole like crazy and played games 24/7 and smoked weed 24/7. Did not care about anything but myself. I'm still working on that, but
yeah,
definitely I was in a worse state spiritually during those times, and I didn't know like the truth about sin and stuff. Like, if God wants to, he can say, you know what, you're selfish. You want to keep doing whatever you want to do. I'm just gonna let you have it, kid. And as a good father he is, he's just gonna like let the demons overtake you or like come into your life, basically.
yeah, bro, that's just crazy, bro. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm ready to expo, bro. I'm on y'all.
Let's go,
I want to
let's
expo,
go.
we good. Jinx, come on, bro. I felt, no, actually, like, listen, I am right now, bro. I want to say, like, couldn't be here without being a believer for, like, I had my dark moments, bro, but,
Straight facts.
yeah, I just want to say, like, I had my dark moments, bro. Said my prayers, bro.
Oh yeah.
And it really does work.
Heck yeah. Wouldn't you like, did you always think that God was just energy and like inside the universe, or do you believe God's like bigger than the universe? He's like outside of time and space and all that.
Yeah, bro, I think he's bigger than the universe, bro.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Like, people are so stuck on being visual, like, you can't really visually see him, but
Yeah, he's an
you really,
invisible God.
it's more like, yeah, it's more like that, bro.
Well, we can't see him because he's in the spiritual realm. Like, the spiritual realm existed before the physical realm. And you
Yeah,
can't see anything unless your spiritual eye opens, like, he allows that. And you see, like, angels and demons walking around on the earth. Like, some people are covered and surrounded by angels that keep them safe and stuff, or they have a couple guardian angels. But other people, they've they've pushed God away for so long, and they legit have like demons, and the angels aren't protecting them or nothing. But
yeah.
I believe you got angels watching you, since you say that you wouldn't be alive for this long if it wasn't for God.
Nah, for sure, bro.
Straight
Have
facts.
my dark moments, bro, but I'm just so blessed to be here, bro.
Yes, sir. Glad to be alive. Glad to be alive.
One day at a time, eh?
Oh yeah.
You already going?
I'm ready to pop off with my shotgun.
All right, let's get it.